disturb your sleep, did I? When I got here, the other Lord Phaethons, I meant to keep you company while you I was going to sit here looking super cute, hands cupping my face. You know, like the #1...
What sleepy face? What pose?
No, Lord, just being able to see you sleeping peacefully is already though it is a bit... Good morning, Lord Phaethon.
You're here super early today, Viv.
Mockingbird's death has stirred up quite the storm. It seems someone deliberately leaked the story that Hugo is an illegitimate child of the Ravenlock family.
Could it be Hugo's uncle, Hartman? Maybe he's trying to...
I suspected that too. He to the upper class. Mockingbird may be in, but after some digging, I was surprised to find that the public is... Some people feel bad for him. Some public outcry against Hartman is growing. With Tops is hosting an industry summit this week. A responsibility usually if I'm not mistaken. Tops is intentionally keeping its
Is someone trying to take advantage of this?
I think Hartman knows this too. Which is Hartman must have taken the sacrifice core. Now that he...
Sorry for interrupting, Vivian.
Oh, no problem at all. Take your time.
We can't make our guest...
Oh, don't mind me, Lord Phaethon. I'll be right here.
Belle, Lycon's outside the video store. He's stressing over what he did to Hugo in front of Vivian, but...
I'll go talk to Lycon. Honestly, neither he nor Vivian is at fault.
Good morning, Master Pro...
Good morning, Lycon.
Yes, it's an urgent request from the mayor. However, before we get into the detail, Hugo made many mistakes and betrayed the principles of Mockingbird. I don't know Miss Vivian very well, and I was the one... I might not be the right person to comfort.
Vivian's doing just fine. She's actually been... If you're really concerned, why not just talk to her directly?
That's reassuring to hear. I trust your judgment. Would you mind coming in with me?
No problem. But I'll be staying neutral. As a proxy, I'm just here to make sure...
I respect that. Miss Vivian,
You don't have to explain anything. Mockingbird stands on more than just gain. Hugo had his fixations and ambition. I'm determined to get to the bottom of the Exaltus and the sacrifice.
Miss Vivian, as a former member, you have my word, whatever comes next. I would not ask for Hugo.
Condolences. That's not necessary.
Huh? That's it?
Master Proxy, I believe we all... The mayor has tasked me with inviting you to take on this mission.
If the mayor wants to work with that, Mockingbird will not serve as a
Of course. While the mayor cannot handle this personally... Miss Vivian, I know you have your own intelligence network, but for some high-profile shady... Please, take your time to discuss. If you...
I need to discuss this with Wise and Vivian.
Of course. I completely understand. I'll connect the call to the mayor now.
My dear friends, I'm glad you're I'm truly sorry about what happened to Mr. Hugo Vlad. As mayor, I can't fully condone Mockingbird's actions. I looked further into Bringer's map. The sacrifices were created by an exaltist named Landon, who was active in Mr. Landon passed away in an accident before he died. He was researching sacrifices and was said to have created a batch of... The problem was, the serum... No one knows what happened to the but it's clear that after the leader died, there haven't been major exaltist... Bringer's map marks the locations where the exaltists' most successful attempts at
Since this person has already passed away, then... could it...
Unfortunately, my sources confirmed that Hartman had been secretly in contact.
Is it possible it's someone from...
TOPS is a huge alliance of corporations. They wouldn't bother getting their hands dirty. Everything Hartman is doing is to secure his place in TOPS. If my guess is correct, Hartman has gotten in touch with the remaining members.
But what's in it for TOPS? There's no way the Exaltists would just hand over their
A sacrifice outbreak would throw the city into chaos. And that's when TOPS steps. The public will see the mayor as incompetent. While TOPS... And when that happens, public trust will shift.
Still sharp as ever.
So, what exactly do we stand to gain from partnering? Please don't tell me you're doing this out of some noble concern. I'm not some hero of justice.
We have a common enemy. While our ideologies and as proof of good faith, I may not know exactly where Hartman is, but I can...
So it was you behind the rumors. No wonder...
I'm not the one who started the rumors. I just helped them, and I pulled a few strings to make sure the story painted Mr. Hugo, as I said before, and I'd be happy to clear... Now let me lay out my terms. After looking into it, I found that the dormant sacrifice you discovered wasn't the only... Too many eyes are on me right now, so I can't... I'd like to ask you to retrieve the sacrifice. I'll make sure to dispose of them once you do. On top of that, I've asked a friend to help monitor your physical condition, and maybe even uncover more of your potential. Her research... You don't need to worry about her capabilities. She's a Void Hunter rank special investigator.
Really? A Void Hunter rank special investigator is going to be...
That's right. She's heading to Janna's quarter for some business. I wanted to... She prefers to assess things on her own, and so it looks like you both are on board with this commission and ready...
We don't want new Eridu falling into...
I know you won't let me. Given our positions, we might not be friends. I'll leave the rest to you then.
I would never turn down...
This is the path I follow.
Lord Phaethon, thank you for trusting Mockingbird and me. Don't touch me. Someone already taken the dormant sacrifice, or did the Exaltists decide no? If these dormant sacrifices aren't handled carefully, they could awaken... Did she realize...
Did Hartman just make up this intel to get a shot working with us at top? I've been walking around forever and haven't found...
The Ravenlocks have always been a shady...
I heard they were pretty loaded back in the day.
No clue. On the surface, their business...
Probably something with the sacrifices. And he was so sure that even if those original sacrifices...
Backup plan?
Well, that's beyond me. What's Top's planning to do with all these sacrifices, huh?
Don't ask questions you shouldn't be asking.
All right. There's nothing. And we'll make it just in time to clock out from...
Let's get out of here first.
Hartman, that fool. He'll do anything. She's an Exaltist. Human lives have never mattered to her.
Vivian, I've been dying.
The she I'm referring to is with the Exaltists. Someone I have a history with. That's why the moment I heard about the sacrifices, I never meant to hide anything from me. The Exaltists, so... Lord Vathan.
Sure. I won't pry anymore. I can see the Vivian I know now is super...
Lord Vathan. If we weren't in such a hurry, I'll make note of this and make sure to get it done. But first things first, let's track down those dormant sacrifices. I wish we knew what Hartman's backup plan is. I just can't shake the feeling that... something bad is about to happen. Hugo may have done terrible things, but he had his reasons. Mockingbird might be seen as the bad guys by a lot of people, but... Ironically, joining Mockingbird is what put me on the right path. Weakling. Nothing here either. Are we too late? Oh my. There's... Don't touch me.
I knew it was you.
Camille, what are you doing here, sis? Are you destroying the dormant sacrifice?
Vivian, don't call...
Are you trying to stop the...
I never left the Exaltists.
You know...
Lord Landon did it for the Creator. His methods may have... Back then, you walked away. You should... We didn't meet today. Take your...
What's wrong? Are you being...
Help. Vivian, you're crying. You see me, don't you?
No.
You haven't changed a bit. No need to hide your tear. You've made your choice. One last piece of advice. I won't tell her we met today.
Camille! Lord Vathan, watch out! Just this once. I'll tell you what that was about later. Right. Let's take care of the ethereals first. What an eyesore.
You two took longer than I expected.
We searched the coordinates the mayor provided. Camille, the Exaltists have been active.
The Exaltists?
Vivian is telling the truth.
And one of them, I thought she would leave the Exaltists.
Do you have a history with...
When I was a child, back then, like a lot happened. And I can't turn a I know all too well how ever since I learned a sacrifice had appeared in I won't let history repeat itself.
Vivian.
Please stop. I'm not looking for comfort. I'm just We've got bigger things to focus on. I hope you'll make time for me, Lord Vathan.
No worries.
Okay. That conversation between those two TOPS employees back in the Hollow is... They said Hartman had a backup plan. Lately, there have been mining accidents in Ravenlock-controlled areas. The families were paid off with huge settlements, way more than usual. But considering the Ravenlock's financial position...
That sounds sketchy.
Precisely. I'm planning to reach out to some old friends. Do you have time, Lord Vathan?
I'm in. Let's go.
An old friend of mine said she has some new intel. She's like a mentor to me. I learned a lot about data scraping on the internet thanks to her. Rain! Long time no see.
Yeah, it's...
Rain?
Yeah, Faithin.
Rain! You actually know that— No, I mean, you actually—
I didn't know right away. One time, I needed a favor from Nicole. I only found— I mean, who would expect a legendary proxy to be running—
Rain! Let's not bring up—
Why are you all tense? Right! Remember when you traced that post on Internet to 6th Street and you came back all bummed, spout like there was only a black cat at the location and maybe your idol—
I know that black cat. I'm always—
Lord Faithin, please, let's drop this.
Come on, Vivian. It's been— If you'd just let me, I get it. You want to find the person who's important to you on your own. Huh?
Hey, Rain.
All right, let's get down to biz. The Ravenlock families claim that the last signal from those workers was near the Hollow. Then communication went dark. I think they were taken into the Hollow. And yesterday, I picked up that the Ravenlock— I caught a weird distress signal when I tried to reach out. The last trace of the signal, finding someone in real life isn't really my—
Okay, we'll check things out. You just said this is something you're sure of.
I dug up some info online, and a few days ago, there were some The place was locked up, so not sure if it's related. If you don't find anything new— Well, that's all I—
Thank you, Rain.
Don't get all emotional on me. This one's on the house. But if you still want— I've been curious.
All right, don't worry about—
Nosy. Nah, just perfect. But honestly, whoever they are in real life, you've come a long way in this search, Vivian. I much prefer the person you are now. So if you find this person, people will appreciate you for— I might not care about the real world or what— I'm counting on you. All right, I have other
Lord Faithin, please pay no mind to what Rain said. That big guy's up ahead. Let's hurry. One Denny Boo is just too cute, right? I didn't know you helped it too. I knew Lord Faithin was the best in the whole world.
Don't take me back. Please. I was wrong. I know I messed up. Please, no. Who are you? I
I don't know anything.
We're not PubSec. We won't force you into it.
What do you want from...
We simply want to know where the Ravenlock family took you.
I can't say. I can't tell you. You never saw me. Please.
Don't you wish to see your family?
It's my fault.
But your family must...
No! It's my fault.
If the whole ship is sinking...
I'm just a nobody. And right...
If you care about your family and friends, even a butterfly flapping its wing, no one knows how this will... But if you do nothing now, we're not here to turn you in. I'll help you return to your family.
Hartman offered a huge amount of money. Look, the money was way too good. I thought it was just smuggling or guarding some kind. After we sent in our applications, Hartman's men took us into the Hollow. When we got there, they handed us some pills, saying they'd improve our aptitude. But after I took them, when I woke up, I saw my coworker. They said something about me being a good experiment, moved me somewhere else, and locked me up. They wanted to, but then a blonde guy found me, so I escaped.
It wasn't your fault that Do you remember the place they first took you?
I only remember the first place was like, what exactly was in that box? I'm not lying. I took just one and my mind felt I'm telling the truth. I'm not trying to run.
I know you're not. We'll arrange for your protection. You can once this is all over.
I've been meaning to say this for a while, Viv. Totally different from the impression.
Actually, I wasn't always like that. There was even a point where I just wanted to disappear. I wondered.
Whoa. It's hard to imagine.
Well, I was on a mission at the auction and just as Rain said...
Speaking of Rain, it's still wild to me. And you even know one Denny Boo. Can you believe we...
Enough about me. Tell me more about you, Lord Phaethon.
Looking back, I feel like I've been through a lot lately. My brother and... Oh, everything started when the Cunning Hares took something from the Red Fang. I remember it should be around here. That store's been sitting in my favorites for ages.
Lord Phaethon!
Huh? What's up?
I've seen that black cat on 6th Street. That harmonica in the outer ring you mentioned. I've heard it before, too. I've even been to the monument outside Hollow Zero. But none of that was a coincidence. It was me. Following you, and now I've finally made it to your side. Ever since I was little, I had been seen as the bringer of bad fortune. I had traveled to many places and witnessed. Every tear I shed brought disaster. I've heard too many curses to count. I loathed my tears as much as I despised my own. Wherever I stayed, I had roamed too many places. One night, I stumbled upon a post, whether they knew me or not. Some mocked me with cruel intent. It really seemed that in that moment, as darkness enveloped so many lights, and not know, I made up my mind. And I decided to take one last look. It was you, Lord Phaethon.
Wait, really?
Yes. And I checked with the other Lord Phaethon. But I know you probably don't remember it. But for me, I wanted to walk the paths you had walked. See the
What did I even say in that comment?
Well, you'll have to figure it out for yourself.
Huh?
So, Lord, not only for that comment you made that day, for giving me the courage to become who I am, Lord Phaethon. Lycon just sent a message. There's an update. Let's head back to the video store and go over the details together.
Belle, you're back. Lycon told me he wanted to meet up with us. I'll call him now.
Master Proxy, Miss Vivian. The general, based on his account, we've identified where He also mentioned that Hartman plans to trade the core with. We suspect that this group can.
I knew it. Now that we have the location, it would be
Precisely. We hope you can head to the location as soon as.
We've got this.
I have other matters to attend to. The mayor's friend that he mentioned before will also be assisting you this time. The target coordinates have been shared with her. Please ensure your safety.